Hey everybody, my name's Jody Green, in case you don't know who I am, and I am doing my first day one video on a video challenge. Well, the video challenge basically requires that I share my purpose. So here I am. It's kind of late. I'm sitting in my living room. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning actually. I'm getting ready to go to bed, but I was hesitant to get this done today just because I didn't get a chance to get my hair done and get my makeup on and get all pretty today. I was working from home and running errands and paying rent and things like that. And I was, wanted to get dressed up first. And then I thought, why do I need to do my makeup and my hair? I'm going to start crying. Because if I start talking about my purpose, I'm going to start crying. And when I think about what my purpose is or how it evolved, I think about the things that have happened in my life, because I'm a big believer that if you have a passion for something, it's because of an experience that you went through that made you love it or want to improve it or change it or something. So my purpose stems from several whys, several experiences in my life. So for me, sharing my why is sharing about my life. And to start off, I'd have to go back to when I was about 4 or 5 years old, just because I was abused as a child several times, sexually abused before I was 12. So I'm really passionate about helping children in that area of life, because it helped, or it defined me as a person for a part of my life. I became late to things because I was abused, because I was the first person there and there was no one to stop it. So in my eyes, I thought, I'll protect myself and I'll just be late. I won't ever be the first person there. It won't ever happen to me again. So as an adult, I've struggled with it. It's a big part of my personality that I want to change and improve. So I'm always looking for ways to be organized and keep a schedule and things like that, making lists, So that's part of it. And then another part of that was that it made me overweight. It's a self-protection mechanism. A lot of people who've suffered abuse or tragedy in their childhood tend to be overweight later in life. And I've gone through enough therapy and enough counseling to know where it all came from. And I was in a very bad relationship that was not the least bit productive, other than my children, who are my life, and they are my purpose. So I can't be totally angry about it all. I have to realize that it's part of what I needed to go through. It was my journey. But being overweight made my marriage even worse. He was very hurtful about it. When I got divorced and I lost all my weight and I moved to California, I literally lost everything. In March of 2003, we separated, and by April of 2004, I lost everything. By May of 2005, I came back to Las Vegas after having to give up custody of my kids to their dad, who I just do not want them with. And I had to do what was best for them. So I went to California and I started over, and while I was there, I really dove into personal development and getting my life right and trying to get back on track. And I dove into personal development books and audiobooks, and I found the secret. Which was The Secret and the Law of Attraction. And I started to study and learn, and I got myself right, and I lost 150 pounds, and I got my attitude right, and I realized I was exactly where I was because of everything I had done or said or chosen to do or not do or say or not say, and all my choices put me there, and I had to fix it, and I was the only one that could. Nobody else could do it but me. And I realize that people come in our lives for one of two reasons. They're lessons or they're blessings. And if you're smart, the lessons become blessings because you learn from it. And it makes you a better person. And I believe there's two kinds of people in your life. There's raisins and there's grapes. And the raisins are always in crisis. Woe is me. My life sucks. Misery loves company. And then there's grapes. The grapes are the juicy, affirmative, uplifting, motivating, encouraging, all the good stuff, the loving, genuine people in your life who are honest and care about you. So my job is to harvest the biggest vineyard of the sweetest, juiciest grapes I can find. I have to keep positive people around me. If you aren't positive, you're a raisin. And if you can't receive my good energy or my support and encouragement and embrace that and become a positive person too, you become so dried up and shriveled up, you'll fall off the vine, and I will flick you out so fast because you'll rot the ground my vine is in, and I can't let that happen. One grape will ruin an entire vine. That's why they manage them and they prune them and they cultivate them and they, are always harvested. And because if one vine goes bad, it takes the whole thing down. And I can't let it happen. So my goal or my purpose in life, my job, is to share that positive message with people because I just want to help them improve their lives. The only people who can do it for them is them. And my why was reaffirmed over the weekend. I had a really, really difficult weekend because of my ex-spouse. And he's threatening to take my kids away from me again. So, my purpose is to create a lifestyle that will allow me to be home with my kids every day and be here for them so that when he tries to challenge me, I can say, no, you're wrong. I'm there for my kids and everything I've ever done is for them. And I'm a good mom. And I'm going to make a legacy for my children that they can carry on. And I just want to share that message with the whole world, that they can change their own situation and they don't have to depend on anyone else. And when you're an adult with children to care for, and you're homeless and you're jobless and you're broke, you have $14 in your bank account and a quarter of a tank of gas, no prospects for the future, eating Taco Bell leftovers at the end of the night because you made friends with somebody, wondering where the next meal for your kids is going to come from, working 4 jobs to get back on your feet. You will do anything you have to get it right. And I've learned that you can't count on the state, you can't count on the government to take care of you. I lost my job. I got screwed on my unemployment. I had to make it work. So I found ways to save money, and I found ways to make money from home. And now I just want to empower other people to do the same thing and take control of their lives. Because they can. I've been working from home now for about 2 years. And it's not easy, guys. You have to sacrifice. We sacrificed a lot for the first 2 years. But our hard work is finally paying off. And we have wonderful people around us now. My grapevine's growing. So that's my purpose. So I hope you'll be a grape on my vine. I love you guys. Good night.